FaZe, and he wants to see AJ going toe-to-toe with First Killer. Is that how you see this playing out?
I definitely do. I think that is the players you've got to keep your eye on opposite teams. You got to know where they are at all times because they're just so dangerous. Anytime they get that ball alone, all they need is just a split second, and it can translate to a goal, and a demo almost opened things up, but First Killer turned away, and Gyro gets the much-needed clear.
Yeah, you wonder which version we'll see of AJ. AJ does have that carry potential, but First Killer has been so consistent with it, and he's got a very strong backup crew. Taroko, Turinturo, but also AJ, Illusion, and Gyro. They've been around for a while. Illusion, a long time competing at this level. Gyro, I've been very impressed with him, and he kind of reminds me of that Turbo-esque character who will be in the trenches doing those little things that add up to big results. So I do expect this to be a fun series, but Rogue certainly the favorite, as this first minute has come and gone quietly.
Yeah, I agree with your assessment of Gyro there, James. I think he does bring a lot of things that Turbo does, other than World Championships. That's yet to be seen, but Gyro also has some pretty insane mechanics himself, but you see the pass get away from him there as First Killer drops it down to Turinturo. 2v1 situation, and great read by Illusion to step out in front of the box, take that ball away, and turn this one over for FaZe Clan.
You see Turinturo actually driving under Gyro there. Now space, AJ dodging a bump, does tip that ball to the corner. Gyro upfield, and those are those touches where you're, you know, balancing on a tightrope, barely able to keep your balance, but that was a nice play. Now, FaZe taking it downfield. AJ having to half flip back. He'll leave it for Illusion, who gets the full boost from the corner. That block will send it across the field. Taroko, corner pass up to First Killer. First Killer, double tap pass. Taroko comes in. You can see Rogue now attacking the backboard as First Killer bumping Gyro all the way back at midfield. And now the shot, top corner! Turinturo after that extended pressure.
Great pass here from Taroko, away from all defenders, and Turinturo. Pass comes far left, so he shoots it far right, and the momentum of the defenders just send him zinging past the ball. First goal in favor of Rogue.
You can see the obstruction game that First Killer was playing, throwing a wrench into the rotations, and now rebound chance, a light lob, it's in! First Killer, he'll bite that in, but you see that the lob shot, that was where the real danger came from. Gyro completely faked out.
Yeah, the little change-up just changed the speeds on it drastically. That ball's coming so quickly across the box, and then he just slows it up, and you saw Gyro have to try and backflip, recollect himself. Doesn't work. So quick 2-0 here from Rogue, and FaZe Clan got their work cut out for them. They need to get some offense started, and it could start here from Gyro. That's a well-read pass there from the defense.
The thing that's scary about trying to predict a Rogue series is that it very well could, no matter who you're playing against, be a sweep. Gyro, light touch, it went out to First Killer. Illusion wanting to pass that out, but you saw AJ didn't want to commit. Taroko, it's gonna have it bounce down. Oh, a team bump there. FaZe.
Double commit again.
Another double commit, so FaZe having some troubles on the back line. Unfortunate respawn. You saw Gyro run right into, who was that, AJ? Someone who just respawned?
Just respawned. You hate to see it. That's a dangerous pass, but unfortunately, First Killer got the double touch on that. And one thing I've noticed watching FaZe Clan recently, they have a tendency to kind of box themselves in their own defensive half and a little hesitant to break out. And I'd love to see them just kind of take the reins off right now as Illusion goes up, and Gyro with the wide rotation cover up the back line, and here he comes. Tried to slow play, and that's one where I'd like to see him go up and try and beat Turinturo in the air.
Yeah, but you even remember yesterday, X-Set going up against FaZe. Those are the two teams with the most saves out there. And so FaZe, that might
no way.
Target off the post, and you saw Gyro trying to read it, and those post bounces, they're always difficult to read because depending on where exactly on the post it hits, it'll either come more out or more across the net. Gyro couldn't get the perfect read. And that's a tough moment there for FaZe. That could have allowed them to get back in this one.
Yeah, you can't fault Gyro too much. As you said, James, it's so hard to read those corners. Sometimes it bounces perfect and goes right along the goal line. Sometimes it pops right back out to the box, and it's just impossible to read. But look at the read from Gyro, getting the ground pinch to bring FaZe Clan within one.
And you saw AJ on the backboard. Nobody going. Just slamming the ball against the ground. Sometimes that's all you can do if you're Gyro. That's exactly what he did do. And those shots are hard to read because you never know how many touches you're going to get, whether it's going to pinch straight out or if it's going to keep bouncing up and down. It's kind of like a delayed shot, like hitting a ball into some pinball bumpers. Never know when it'll kick out. That time, Gyro able to score, but that has to be the dagger. First killer quickly after will march downfield with Turo, and that passing play, that's going to be exactly what Rogue needed.
Yeah, that's nasty. You see that hard pass coming out and the defenders jumping for it, but double commit from FaZe Clan there, and I don't think there's any other way to really do it. Even if someone's on the goal line, first killer has that goal lined up, and you said it, James, a dagger here. And oh, what a save from Illusion. Not going to translate to much, but hey, maybe FaZe can get a last-second goal just for a feel-good to go into game number 2.
Game number 1, though, heavily in favor of Rogue. Rogue's so much possession. And really, aside from that one shot from Gyro, and I guess there was that post bounce. It could have been a bit closer. But overall, Rogue showing you what they're made of. This team, a lot of hype around them. And that hype continues to grow as they continue to get results. Another result here in game 1. And Subi, after seeing game 1, are you still confident that this one's going to go 7?
That's a tough question, and that's a hard ask because from what I just saw from FaZe Clan, they had the same amount of shots as Rogue. Just didn't seem like the same opportunities as Rogue. Rogue capitalized on every single opening that they were given where, you know, FaZe Clan, that was a great possession there by Gyro, but, you know, that bounce that came off the post, yeah, it's hard to read, but that's your job. You got to be able to bang that one home. So for FaZe Clan, they got to wake up here in game 2. If this goes in favor of Rogue heavily like game 1 did, I think it could be a 4-0.
And that's the danger. Again, that's the danger of this Rogue team. If they are hot and they're peaking and they're playing their best game, it's tough to imagine any team that can stop them.
Yeah.
They, you know, sweeping NRG yesterday, no one saw that coming. And now it looks to be another hot start. We'll see if they can get a win in game 2 or if FaZe will start to catch fire. And FaZe, they're going to have to figure out something to shut down first killer and also dodge some of that aggression. We saw some demos, some bumps coming through. And as a team that, I thought that was going to get saved, but someone on the goal line was playing a lead blocking role. It was Illusion.
Yeah, and Illusion didn't even do anything. He just kind of, he did. He did absolutely get the Goomba stomp on Taroko. And all momentum that he was trying to jump with was immediately canceled. Great heads up play there.
And that's a situation where you know that the only path to get to that save is where you are if you're Illusion. So he made a very smart play, just backflip, make your car as big as possible.
Oh.
Great start from FaZe.
Yeah, I really like that. Jumping on top of the defender. That is, so fun to see him. Just getting the defender's head, and that's one thing that this FaZe Clan has been known for as well as those bumps and demos, and I want to see that aggression come out here as Illusion stays in the box and puts FaZe Clan up by 2.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine a 4-0 now, seeing how FaZe has responded. You see AJ, excellent speed there, getting high on that challenge, making sure that that ball will kick straight up. And if you can force that ball in a straight up hit off of 50 like that in front of net, that is golden. If there's no defender nearby, a lot of times you're going to be scoring in that situation. And FaZe, wonderful response so far in game 2.
Oh, that's dangerous. There you go, AJ. Get that ball out towards midfield. Awkward position for Taroko, so it looks like FaZe is going to at least get some breathing room here.
And an interesting start to the game as well. In the pre-show, we were talking about the first killer. Ooh, and that was a nice play from Gyro, jumping up early, blocking out those angles, wow. And it's gonna find its way in. First killer. You saw Gyro making this stop here, but where was the rest of FaZe?
just rotating very slowly. You saw Lucian fly by there, but AJ nowhere in sight. And Rogue gonna capitalize on the man advantage there. Great angle from First Killer.
And you wonder if somebody got bumped downfield or if it was a really wide rotation for boost, but man, that was a long time to have to buy. Bump
Rare double commit there from Rogue.
Yeah, but
and
still.
Another.
Yeah, they're keeping the ball locked in this corner, though, but that demo opens things up. Another demo. AJ, it's a race to net. First Killer respawns and tips it away. A close call. Oh, and now it's bouncing towards net. Gyro will keep it out and preserve the lead for FaZe. So that was 100 yards either end. They were trying to bring it full field on that one.
What a turnaround. Rocket League definitely a momentum game, and that one looked like it was all FaZe Clan, then immediately turned around to Rogue, and great response from FaZe to rush back and save that ball. Keep it all within one as Taroko looking for First Killer, but AJ saw it coming, jumped over the back of First Killer to get that ball and get that boost to make sure Turo couldn't get that steal in that corner.
You can see Rogue starting to swarm. FaZe, their defense will be tested, and it does break. Taroko to Turo out in the middle, and Rogue tied things up.
It's these cross-field passes from Rogue, and FaZe has no answer. They're all positioned on one half of the field, one half of the goal, and Rogue is just, hey, I'm gonna sit on this side, try and get the ball to me. They're doing exactly that, turn Turo up,
another one.
Taroko in, and just like that, the swing goes in favor of Rogue.
And this one right off kickoff, that is really just a nightmare of a kickoff. You never want to see that, where the ball's bouncing hard off your own end. You see it in matchmaking, you see it at all levels, but when that happens, it's so difficult to play defense on, and it gives such a huge advantage to the attacking team. So to give up the lead off a kickoff like that, certainly gonna hurt for FaZe. And Subi, I was talking before Rogue went on their scoring spree. We were expecting this to be a shootout between First Killer and AJ, but right now, AJ's been quiet.
Yeah, so far just one assist in this series, and First Killer has 3 goals. No assist to his name yet, but it's just the threat of him on the field. You've always got to respect where he is. He's causing chaos on the goal line, and all 3 members had to jump for that ball from FaZe Clan.
If FaZe is going to succeed, you have to see AJ starting to hit his stride. And there, even in that moment, getting beat to the ball by Taroko.
Uh-oh.
It's a passing play. Other end, off the crossbar, down and out. Easily could have been a 4th.
I'm loving the plays we're seeing from Rogue right now. They're not just trying one thing. They're not just being a linear team. They're going for infield passes. They're going for double taps. They're going for plays out of the corner. And oh, what a save by AJ on the goal line, keeping FaZe Clan alive, but they need a clear. They can't breathe. They're getting low on boost, and Taroko keeping it alive, and thankfully, Illusion gets a much-needed dunk.
That was remarkable from Rogue. I have not seen anything like that, where they have so many light infield passes in a row. It was like FaZe was a boxer. They had both arms up, just expecting punches, and you've got Rogue hitting their guard over and over and over. But still, FaZe not getting knocked down. They're able to keep that ball out of net and hang in this one. A 1-goal game, less than a minute left.
Oh, that's a nasty demo by First Killer.
Oh, Gyro gets denied, and it was a double commit. First Killer gets beat to the ball by AJ. A huge challenge, or from Illusion rather, to make sure First Killer didn't win that. If he wins that 50, AJ and Gyro committed, and now AJ gets involved, flicks it off the crossbar, stays with it, and ties it up for FaZe.
You say he's got to come alive, and he does it just under 30 seconds. Gets the flick over the defender. The moment you saw that ball go on his hood, you know it was good night for Rogue.
Oh yeah, and you even see him holding that handbrake as soon as he landed. By holding that handbrake, it allowed his car to keep that momentum, so it was in position to read that crossbar bounce. AJ, so mechanical, such a good player, and he is stepping up when FaZe needed him. But now, we're in these final moments. Rogue on the attack, gets a demo. Taroko wins it off the corner. It's bouncing out to the middle.
That's dangerous.
Turinturo. He'll get challenged by Taroko, and now Rogue likely going to try to get this to the ground, and they do. Overtime in game 2. FaZe trying to get their first win of the series.
0 seconds to go, and Gyro cleared it directly into the box. Such a dangerous clear, but did not get punished for that one. And FaZe Clan send us into overtime, like you said, James, in game number 2, and this would be quite the response here to, you know, go up by 2 and then immediately go down by 1 and be able to hang on here in overtime. That'd be a great story here for FaZe. Gyro gets the delayed flick, but first killer. Such a great defender off that back wall.
Oh, and there were 3 players there in that corner. You wonder who got the corner boost. It wasn't Gyro. FaZe, they're showing life. And now a demo from Gyro. AJ low boost. He's letting Gyro lead block. AJ a 0 boost flick. He did it. He flicked it to get it into overtime, and he gets another flick goal to end the game.
Just a short hop right over first killer. I think first killer was expecting so much more from AJ, and all AJ did was make first killer think, and it froze him on the goal line, and AJ carries FaZe Clan to game 2 victory.
I guess we summoned him. We said we wanted to see more from AJ. We were expecting that shootout between first killer and AJ, and man, it started late. AJ showing us that he can still do it. Quick draws in the final moments of this one. That flick goal to tie things up, and then his 0 boost lets Gyro just lead block. And we saw that work out multiple times for FaZe Clan. We're on the goal line. They're getting in the way of those Rogue defenders, and it's paying off.
Yeah, just causing chaos, just causing disruption, and just showing things to Rogue that they're not used to seeing. This is not clean, crisp Rocket League that we're seeing from FaZe Clan. This is just in the trenches, nitty gritty, and I love to see it, just shaking things up. And it's all your fault, James. You woke up the beast that is AJ.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I think it's just how the game goes. With Rocket League, you a lot of times see these players in these big moments step up when they're needed. And that was exactly what FaZe did. Seconds ticking away, AJ, he was the one who was able to say, guys, I will help be the difference in this game. But it still is a team effort. You saw the bump attempts. But, I mean, just thinking back on that game, the amount of pressure that Rogue was putting on, it didn't seem like FaZe was going to be able to bounce back from that. But FaZe, they're so comfortable in that situation where they're playing defense, and they find ways to make it work.
It's so fun to watch. You know, you thought Rogue had him back against the ropes, and FaZe just not giving up. That's what I love about this team. Earlier days of Peeps, they were a little emotional, and things kind of got to them, but not now. Not being represented by one of the biggest esports organizations that there are. They realize, hey, they've got faith in us, so we can do this, and we're not going to get our heads down. Like, we're going to stay in this till the final bell. And FaZe Clan doing a great job on the back of AJ. And Gyro didn't go for the shot, leaves it for Illusion. Questionable decision there, but Gyro's still in the box, still putting shots on. And Rogue get that one away.
And this is looking much better from FaZe. AJ faking, slowing the play down, a bump, and it's good! AJ, he's the running back. He's got an offensive line in front of him.
Oh, just clear the goal line, and AJ's gonna put it on net. FaZe Clan causing chaos.
And that formula is working out. AJ, he's the one you want to have the ball. You want it on the hood of his car in that situation. So good with his mechanics, so good with his car control. And FaZe, they're looking like a different team than the one we saw in game 1. And I'm sure there's many teams in NA. Oh, that one is in! AJ sneaking it under the crossbar. What a beast.
Hell, AJ's just playing in slow motion. Things are just falling in place right in front of him, and he can do no wrong.
And I'm sure many teams are rooting for FaZe here, seeing how good Rogue can be, seeing their deep runs in tournaments as of late.
And seeing how all of us picked them to win this tournament. Everybody wants
make it to the finals.
What's wrong.
You know?
Exactly.
I had picked NRG, but you know, we all think that Rogue is making it to the finals. So for FaZe to get a series win here, that would be an upset. But FaZe, they are not playing like underdogs right now. Illusion upfield, low boost. It's a nice 50. Turo clearing it far downfield. First killer towards net.
Wow.
Made AJ pop that one up. Backboard pass. AJ again on the play, going for a block, and he does get it. It's going to bounce down to first killer. He lays it up for Turo. Backboard bounce denied by Gyro, who's trying to take his time. You see Gyro now popping it up to the midfield. AJ takes possession, going for the block, and it's cleared out. But yeah, even there, you see how much comfort there was for Gyro taking that time. Yeah, and you could almost feel him looking around going, where are you, AJ? I want you to shoot this. But Taroko sees first killer, and great heads-up play and unselfish play from Taroko. And we've seen this before. Now an unfortunate bounce, actually bouncing off one of the FaZe defenders coming right out, allowing for that follow-up pass. But Rogue, we've seen them do this before, where they lose the lead, but then they will roar back, and they start putting on insane amounts of pressure. Will we see that again? Another shot coming through! Back-to-back goals for Rogue. They tie it up. Oh, the defender almost got a touch on this. The ball, I want to watch this trail. Did he get it? No, didn't get the touch. They blew the whole way through. Just a good heads-up shot there from Taroko. Off kickoffs, we've seen FaZe struggle. This time, worked out well for him. Taroko did get the touch, but got demoed. And now a double commit from Rogue, and it's a lob back. Gyro will hit AJ up on the wall. AJ, will he catch it? He does. He didn't opt to go for the pass back. But when AJ's hot, you know, let him take the shots. Let him make those solo plays. See what happens. And it's so rare for him not to be. It's like almost every single... Oh, Turo causing disruption on AJ there. And he gets the bump on Gyro, but FaZe Clan somehow get a deep clear and able to get out of harm's way. Gyro popping it high over Turo. Will go for the second effort. Backboard pass. AJ will catch it. Going for the shot. No, he goes for the 50. That first touch, too far ahead of him. Gyro. The reset, chasing it down, gets the bump. But first killer was there to catch it. Now this one rolling up the side, back out to the middle. Illusion. Oh, got the dunk. Rebound out to Gyro, off the post, out to AJ, and that's denied by Turo. Turo on 0 boost, got there in the nick of time. Now double commit. Rogue having problems here, double committing, the communication not on point. And that was a great defensive stance like you were calling, James, but they've got to be able to figure out who's going when, and Gyro has an open net, and AJ steals that one for the hat trick. And look at this, AJ gets his flip here, and then pitches the ball, wave dashing into the ground. At the same time, he's able to get a beautiful hit to set up Gyro for the shot. So AJ stealing that goal, I've got no problems with it, because that was a heck of a pass. And Rogue looked so calm, cool, collected, until they don't. They just fell apart right there, and great disruption there by Illusion. He saw first killer swooping in, but Rogue on the right side of the field right now. They've got less than 20 seconds to go. Still need one, but FaZe Clan looking strong. Illusion contained that ball well. It's tough to get that good of a first touch off the bounce, staying behind it, trying to burn time off the clock. Last chance for Rogue. And that's gonna do it. FaZe win 2 straight. Great answer after game number 1, where it looked like they weren't even gonna show up today. And all it took was 1 game for AJ to wake up. And FaZe Clan has 6 goals, 4 of them belong to AJ. And AJ, he was a key part in every single one of those goals. Even that last one where he was able to wave dash past that over to Gyro before ultimately stealing it. But then you talk about the plays that FaZe Clan is making with that lead blocker. You see Illusion on this one, taking Taroko out of the play. And what do? if your path is blocked to the ball and you've got AJ with the ball on his hood ready to flick that ball into the net, all you got to do is you're going to be watching a goal and watching the replay. And that's what FaZe has been doing so well.
Yeah, and I think Rogue just need to calm things down right now. And also expect the unexpected. Expect the clears, expect the 50-50s to not go your way, because right now it's all FaZe Clan. So don't expect to win everything, because right now they're expecting to win those 50-50s. So they're starting to cheat up just a little bit. And that last goal, we saw that. It started to cheat up just a little bit. Everyone was out of net, and FaZe Clan punished.
And really, it's an interesting matchup because you got FaZe, who is so happy to let people play into them, but they're also very good at slowing the play down. And you've got Rogue, who's probably the fastest team out there, and they're struggling to now adapt. As you know, FaZe will slow the play down, let AJ take possession, let that lead blocker get out there, let him take those hits. And it is throwing Rogue off, but still a very close series. Rogue now find themselves trailing.
Oh, and this is going to be an infield pass for sure. Oh, Taroko bangs that one in.
And that was a devastating pass. First killer, the light tap out. Taroko quickly there, putting it barred down. And that is the danger that Rogue has. You can never count them out, because their mechanics, Subi, they're so good at that light pass out into the middle. We saw them doing it tons in this series already, where in those high-speed moments, they can still get that light pass out to set up the shot. So Rogue taking this early lead.
Yeah, and you see those passes coming out, and I mean, you heard me. You see that pass coming, that's a goal. You can see it coming from a mile away. That's a pinch towards net. But Aleutian, good awareness there to stop on a dime and swivel back towards net.
Demo, now first killer, going to be racing Aleutian. Aleutian, nice challenge off the wall. And that'll get it airborne for Gyro, who puts it back to Aleutian. Gyro and Aleutian working together on that attack. Now first killer, looked like he was trying to get a flip reset into an air dribble, potentially. Almost did it.
And first killer was trying to pass that ball back to Taroko, and sometimes when you're a passing teams, you get one too many passes that just kills your offense. And now Rogue sitting back on defense, and so far it's been their clear game that hasn't worked. And AJ denied by first killer. Great block.
That was a nasty block. First killer, he was having to block that over his shoulder. That was certainly going to be going in if he didn't get his bumper on it. But the pressure still mounting. Taroko beating two attackers out. AJ will bounce it back. First killer, upfield, Aleutian's there, dropping it down. First killer trying to get this out. The small ball coming out from FaZe.
They cannot clear this right now.
It's tough for him. You see how tight that FaZe was playing, and there seemed to be someone there every time Rogue even got the slightest of touch.
And Gyro, great shot. Aleutian was going for first killer, but somehow first killer keeps himself alive, and there's Rogue getting the clear, but they're all bunched up in that same corner, and no follow-up shot's gonna come.
And Gyro, that 50, Taroko had so much time to plan that 50 out, probably low on boost though, and Gyro dominated him on that 50. Now on the other end, Gyro gonna try to get by. Turo, nice touch, will go for the double. Drops it down, it was out of Taroko's reach. Now AJ, aerial expert, but he couldn't make it happen there. Booming clear, under 2 minutes left. Just a one-goal game. This has been action-packed though, back and forth, but still just a single goal.
Oh, he's got no one there, and puts it on, and it is in. First killer, one of the best in the game at getting those double taps on target.
Yeah, and I was holding my breath, waiting to see if he was gonna get it. The save from Gyro, you thought it might be enough for another miraculous goal line save that we've seen out of FaZe before, but not that time. First killer, he really is so good in the air. You never want to give him an uncontested opportunity to set up a double tap, because 9 times out of 10, he is going to hit that double.
Absolutely, and Turo is going to hunt downfield, but Taroko just elects to bomb it and can't connect as AJ. Good challenge there to beat out First Killer, and Gyro with an awkward challenge to open things up for Illusion. But good D by Rogue, and Rogue doing a great job right now at supporting their team members. When all three teammates are playing well, I mean, we've seen the results. They can win regionals, no problem. They can sweep NRG, no problem. But when one guy isn't playing their best, this team can still do well, and that's what we're seeing right here. If you look at the scoreboard, Turnturo sitting below 100 points right now, but that's okay. He's doing great on defense, great in the midfield, and great at getting the clears, and doing just enough for Rogue to stay in the lead.
Oh, and a pool shot. AJ's going to stay with the play. Team bump pool shot. Sometimes you got to work with what you have. FaZe, half a minute left. Have to get one soon. And the shot opportunity for Gyro is a botched clear. Gyro right there to clean it up.
This is just a communication breakdown. Watch First Killer. He thinks he's going. Turnturo comes off that back wall and hands it right over to Gyro. And because First Killer had already jumped, that net's left wide open. Rogue got to focus up here. 25 seconds to go.
Now that makes things interesting. 1 goal game. Illusion. Light hit, and that will do it. You saw what Illusion wanted to do. He wanted to set up the counter, but there was no one there.
That's a good read from Taroko, and way to punish as well. That's an errant pass in the defensive half, and Taroko just flies off the side wall and puts it right on target.
So Rogue, they stabilize after giving up that clear goal. The same thing happens on the other end. Taroko. Oh,
that's on.
That one pinching back, so it's not over yet. Maybe I'm counting my eggs before they hatch, or counting my chickens, rather, before they hatch. And AJ gonna get that big dunk over to Illusion.
Yeah, and this kickoff is going to be extremely crucial. Do they go for the fake, or do they just go for a natural and see what comes of it? Go for the fake.
Nice hit back. Illusion hard off the backboard, going for the double.
Oh!
It did bounce, but Illusion didn't have the proper line. Still in play. AJ off the backboard, double commit. Illusion,
oh my God.
A high hit. AJ didn't make contact. It's still airborne. Gyro dribbling on 0 boost. Can't touch it any further, and Rogue will hang on despite that last-second pressure. And we've got a tied-up series. Woo.
Illusion had a chance, but I don't think he was expecting the defender to miss like that. Unfortunate, but Rogue hang on, and FaZe Clan made things very interesting at the end.
Oh, they certainly did. I mean, even if you just think if Illusion commits on that read, and it's so easy to be distracted when you think that, oh, there's no way that this defender is going to miss this backboard hit, and they do, and then you realize you weren't focusing, and you're now not online. That's, you know, that's tough. It also just was a tough read, but that was a scoring opportunity, and then even the moments after that, a scoring opportunity. But FaZe, you talk about not giving up, playing until the end. They did that in that game, and they kept it close. These two teams are matching up very nicely. And Subi, when I saw your bracket and I saw you have these teams go to 7 games, I didn't think that FaZe had it in them. But after seeing these first 4 games, I believe it. I think that it's very possible we might see this one go the distance. Rogue and FaZe, they are trading blows back and forth. And Illusion, Illusion struggling to make that last play, but I wanted to say AJ, however, has really stepped up like we were expecting.
Absolutely. Shows up in crunch time. And, you know, I feel like, oh, this is going to be a good pass. I'm going to hold on what I was saying because Rogue marching down the field. But FaZe is one of those teams that I feel like you can get a pretty good initial feeling as Illusion rattles it underneath the crossbar. I'll finish that one later.
Now, Illusion, he's been so key on the offensive plays where he's that lead blocker. This time, taking advantage of a demo himself, putting it in the back of the net. Illusion, such a team player, and that's been the case for so long. You look at his history in the RLCS, always one of those players that just put his nose to the grindstone and just worked. And his team's benefited from it. And you've seen it on all the teams that he's been on. They find their way to the top level. And a lot of that due to Illusion's hard work.
Yeah, what I was saying about FaZe Clan, day 1 FaZe Clan is almost like looking into a crystal ball for what you're going to see for the entire weekend. they're not playing well day one, you can pretty much count them out of day three, but they were playing well ever since day one. And, you know, I just feel like this team just gets better as the week progresses. And Illusion catches that pass from AJ. Look at the boost management in the air.
Yeah, look at it. Illusion, he needs to have a very light touch here. It's got to be enough to get it around Taroko without putting it too high. So Illusion, beautiful finesse on that. And he beats out the defender there. So FaZe, another strong start. Rogue gonna be battling from behind yet again. And
again, I'm just gonna boil it down to the clear game from Rogue. When they're doing well, they're passing the ball out of their own half, or they're surveying the field and saying, okay, all of FaZe is pushed up, let's just bomb it over their heads. But right now, they're just touching the ball sometimes just to touch it, and FaZe Clan is there to capitalize.
Miss there from Gyro, though. Doesn't really matter. Illusion with the 50. Turinturo up to first, who hits the brakes, tries to get a touch on it, does. It's out in the middle. Battle for possession playing out. A miss off the sidewall. Space now for Turinturo. Tries to go airborne, but AJ bumps him out of the play. Illusion with a fake. Now popping it. Going for the 50 on the goal line, and it's well played by Turinturo to clear it off to the side.
That was a neat hit there by Turinturo as well, holding that E-brake, able to slide into the ball, keep all momentum going towards it. And First Killer and Illusion battling in midair, and of course First Killer's gonna win that, but no one there for the follow-up as Gyro gets it downfield and gonna follow up, flip reset, and was looking for a dunk, but Taroko smartly puts it to the side of him.
You know, and even though Gyro doesn't score on that flip reset, one of the things that it does is it allows your team time to get back, get boost, when you're able to not only burn time with the air dribble or the air play, but then make the defense wait. Oh, and you see that, the miss, oh, and Gyro, that was not the most elegant of plays, and now you see the net vulnerable, the demo, it's still not in. FaZe get away with murder.
Oh my, Rogue, you gotta punish there. Certainly has to be a goal, and Taroko still up. They still got the ball, and no follow-up. First Killer respected the double commit from FaZe Clan.
This is unorthodox defense, but still, FaZe have managed to avoid getting scored on, and now they finally do get scored on. It seemed like a matter of time. Rogue was picking apart the defense bit by bit.
Pinch pass, why not? Oh, and he gets the finesse. Normally, they'll just squirt across the field with so much power, but somehow, First Killer able to keep it right in front of Turinturo, and Rogue get something out of that offensive surge.
Full boost from Turinturo. Tap it down, forcing Illusion to get the touch. First Killer misses that hit. 50 from Taroko out to the midfield. Illusion, high lob first, racing back. Hitting it off to the side, he's low boost. Gyro trying to get a bump. Low boost situation for all of Rogue. Turinturo can't get this out. AJ, what's he gonna do here? Flip reset, did he get it? No, he didn't. Didn't make clean contact going for it. Demo. And an AJ save on the goal line. AJ well positioned there. Pass from first over to Turinturo. Turinturo back, and you see it looked like even a team pinch.
Oh, that would have been disgusting if that went in. But under a minute to go, Rogue still down by one, still trying to get their offense rolling. They've done well, but that's a good steal by Gyro. Goes the length of the field. And that was just teed up by Rogue.
And it's a pickpocket here. Turinturo must have lost track of the ball. Might have been on ball cam for a moment and didn't think that Gyro was going to be charging. Gyro, seeing his moment, hopped on it and getting that goal. That's big. Any goal that you don't have to work that hard for, especially against a team like Rogue, that can be all the difference, and that might be the difference in this one. Rogue, they've got great scoring potential, but now less than a minute left to get two. First Killer couldn't get the redirect. AJ, another goal line save. AJ's defensive performance continues to dazzle.
Well, and that save looks like it's nothing, but that is so hard, and this has got to be a goal for Rogue. Certainly is. They're going to keep things interesting as we go under 20 seconds.
And it shows you how valuable that pickpocket from Gyro was. Rogue can score on a moment's notice. And now we've got a ball game. 19 seconds left. Rogue battling from behind. Taroko into the middle. It's a hard shot, save from Gyro. Illusion will try to tip it upfield. He does.
Wow.
AJ. Now the counter. First killer. A hard hit. Low boost for Gyro. Plays it well. Booms it downfield. Turnturo up to Taroko. Taroko off the ceiling. Gyro running on small pads. It's blocked down to the ground. And FaZe Clan take the lead in the series.
And they go up to match point. Put Rogue at death's door right now. And Rogue, I mean, if ever there is a time for a tactical timeout, I feel like right now is that time. Yes, Rogue just called that timeout, and very wise decision in my opinion.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Calling the timeout here. You've got to ice FaZe Clan. They are firing on all cylinders. And you look to AJ to be that offensive threat. And this time, he was the defensive rock. And you had Illusion up there leading the charge, getting these goals. Everyone on FaZe Clan contributing. And this timeout, very smart from Rogue, because FaZe Clan on a roll, Subu.
Well, and I feel like you see Rogue, you're watching him right now, first killer on top, Taroko on the left, Turnturo bottom right, and they're all quiet for the first 25, 30 seconds of this, and I feel like it was Corrupt the G kind of in their ear, letting them know, hey, okay, this is what we got to do, and all of them just sitting up at attention, listening very closely at what the game plan is moving forward.
And just getting your senses back about you. And, you know, if you're Rogue, you still take solace in the fact that you almost came back. You almost were able to bring this one back and get the win. They just fell a little bit short. So, you know, Rogue, they've got all the tools. They've got the confidence. There's no doubt about it. But this, you know, is where you'll wonder, is Rogue a team that can battle back in this situation where they find themselves on match point, almost being upset by FaZe? Do you think they can do it?
Absolutely. I do think they can do this 100%. I just think it's going to boil down to communication. And that sounds pretty easy and all good and well, but when things are moving as fast as they do at this high level of Rocket League on Championship Sunday, nerves are on high, like it's very difficult to call things out and strategically call things out. You don't want to be giving too much information, but at the same time, you've got to prevent those double commits from even happening.
But, I mean, you look at FaZe Clan, we saw triple commits, we saw double commits, we saw triple commits, we saw crazy things on defense. But there's just something special about the way FaZe Clan plays save. D. And first killer forced to play some defense early. Illusion, wonderful first touch, going for the double. Illusion misses, follow-up from AJ, top corner. FaZe Clan take the lead.
So clutch here from AJ to get the follow-up and get it above first killer, who was coming in for the challenge. AJ hits that any differently, it gets blocked, and most importantly, it puts them in a fast break situation, but they get the goal, go up early against Rogue.
And that was such a good first touch from Illusion. He had so many options there. He could have gone for the flip reset, and then you saw him go for the double tap off the backboard, ended up just having it be a pass. AJ, pinpoint accuracy. AJ continuing to have just an incredible series for FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan coming out in their debut tournament, and they are doing work. That one almost going in, and now it's going to be a counterattack. Turnturo will opt to keep it, and it's shut down by Illusion.
Oh, great 50 there from Taroko. It's going to be awkward for AJ. He's got to go up, but first killer had gotten bumped by Illusion. Great defensive bump there to shake things up, and that leads to this turnover here, and back and forth we go, James. Rogue right back in their offensive half.
Another double commit from FaZe. First killer infield pass. AJ will boom it out. Turnturo rushed by Gyro, and it seems like Rogue continues to be surprised by how quick Gyro is to the ball. Gyro not hesitating whatsoever, jumping on these challenges, and it has worked out. Even in the last game, it was that key goal that ended up being the difference.
And I think we can rewind it back to, I think it was game one when you made the comparison, Gyro and Turbopulsa, and I mean, the touches right now and just where he is on the field and how quickly he can get to that ball, and it's so unorthodox. I think that comparison is so spot on.
Just finding ways to win. Rogue. See a double tap attempt, rebound out, and the save from Gyro. And now the backflip attempt, but it was too much pressure. We've seen this over and over again where Rogue pounds the net over and over and over and eventually managed to break through.
And just good vision there from Taroko to see how both defenders are positioned and shoots it backside on both of them, realizing momentum gonna be hard to get to get to that ball. And tied up here when Rogue life on the line, you love to see it.
First Killer challenged the midfield. Turnturo looking for boost, can't find any anywhere. We'll get help from First Killer. Mid boost steal from Gyro, and that's big. First Killer diving downfield. Illusion beating one attacker. Turnturo gets the touch. Illusion almost got the bump. AJ in the air. Turnturo with the tip. Gyro, low shot. It's bouncing in! What? Gyro! He was working with the only angle presented to him.
First Killer, 0 boost in net the entire time. So he's got to do what he can, and just out of his outstretched arms. Great shot placement there from Gyro.
And Gyro, he's slowing down the play, allowing AJ to make that bump attempt. And then on top of slowing it down, that allows him to beat that first defender. So much confidence. And now another save coming out. The battle playing out on field. Rogue answer right back.
Great third man play here from Taroko. If you're gonna play third man, you better be patient. And he realizes patience, one of the most important virtues, ties Rogue up.
And this feels like a series that's going the distance. Rogue not giving up. Both teams clashing. Gyro, pinch out First Killer on the wall waiting. Stopped by Gyro again, out there challenging on the forefront, that frontline warrior. Turnturo off the ceiling and the ball bouncing by one. Illusion will tip it high, staying on the backboard. Out to First Killer, shot opportunity, and First Killer does not disappoint.
I mean, once you saw AJ backflip, you knew it was good night FaZe as First Killer. Great shot placement, but more importantly, the power he gets behind that ball makes it so no defender can even get close to it.
And that is another instance that you cannot give First Killer. So much time, so much space, and he punished him. A minute and a half left. FaZe now going to find themselves battling from behind, a position that Rogue has been having to deal with for quite some time.
1 minute to work with for Rogue here, and that's a great infield pass. AJ's lurking, but First Killer gets a little bump to shake things up, and now great transition here. But FaZe keeping it alive.
Illusion trying to slow play it. And that slow play has done wonders for FaZe, but this time it didn't work out. Low boost, a demo trade as well. AJ, shut down by Turnturo. Rogue trying to hold on in this final minute. They were trying to prevent FaZe from tying this one up. But now FaZe, we see them on the attack. Possession in Rogue's half. Gearing up. Illusion misses the ball. And he's going to be floating, actually gets in the way of that hit. Not sure if that's a good or a bad thing until now. And I'm sure that did mess up the attack. And now on the other end, a double commit. Shot far post, and it's not in. Gyro taking over the dribble. Flicking over. Illusion beat to the ball. Turnturo, no one around him, but still, AJ almost got, I can't even believe AJ kept this close.
Yeah, especially just getting that boost.
Look at how much net he had to shoot on. Oh, man.
Insane. Insane that AJ was able to get that big, cover up that much of the goal, but it doesn't matter. It's Rogue. You think that's going to be the dagger, but never count FaZe Clan out.
And these final seconds tick away. And it's happening, Subi. FaZe Clan, Rogue, they have been going back and forth, and Rogue wins game 6. We're going to game 7.
Oh, man, and here's a big question, FaZe Clan. Do you call a timeout? In my opinion, I don't think so. I think they played pretty well, all things considered. I think you just let that momentum carry on.
Yeah, it's a tough call whether you do it or not.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of with you, Subi. I think you just get right in there into game 7. You just lost this game, but like you said, it was close. There were chances. There were a few odd plays, both on defense and offense. You saw Illusion missing that touch and then falling down, blocking the hit from AJ. But overall, the Rogue offense, it is something to be afraid of. You saw how many times they were able to keep possession, keep that the passing plays in tight, and fire shot after shot.
Yeah, and we know Rogue can do that. We've seen it so many times, but I think the difference maker as the series has progressed is Rogue calming down and Rogue just letting things come to them, be patient. And we've seen it from Taroko multiple times now, but I think 2 or 3 times in that game alone where his patience was the difference maker between him versus the entirety of FaZe Clan. So here we go, James. Champions Field, game 7, everything on the line. Winner moves on. Loser gonna stay at home and watch like the rest of us.
You know, and all of us analysts here, we had predicted Rogue to go the distance in this tournament, but FaZe Clan about to turn that bracket on its head with a win here. And it's their debut tournament under the FaZe Clan banner as well. So what a win it would be if they could do it.
Well, and even if they don't, I mean, you just got to say, well done. Way to show up after you get picked up by a big name, and they're doing them proud right now. But yeah, FaZe Clan would love to come in and shake things up right away in their first ever RLCS tournament.
First killer. Oh, that's a lovely touch. First killer going to go for it again. It's a shot on target. AJ there to block it. And the pinch going across, and you see Taroko actually rebounding off of that ball. He pinched it between the wall, and he went further than the ball did. Gyro airborne. Going for the 50, he's out of boost. Turo will take it back. You can see how much space the players have now, able to get that first touch and go airborne with it.
James, I love game 7s. You just see both teams spread out. It opens up the individual plays because they're less willing to go up for those challenges. They want to cover up the long, deep clears, and that's a weird touch from first killer. It's going to leave the net open, but Turo, good clear down to first killer.
And that is bouncing out into the middle. Taroko off the pass from first killer. What happened in net on defense here?
It's just slow play out. AJ gets awkward on that back ball, and first killer lands on him for good measure, so he can't even jump up. Rogue not going to waste any time to get their first goal here in game number 1.
Oh yeah, AJ stuck in a bit of no man's land there, perhaps thinking Gyro was going to get that touch, and then after that hard bounce, was in a very precarious spot, couldn't recover from it. And Rogue now, they're leading. Can they hold on? FaZe looking to answer back. Pinch in the corner. AJ been the star player.
Jeez.
It's a 50 there. Illusion racing in, faking out one. Will take it up high. Going for the 50. It's going to kick over to the corner. Gyro there first, but Taroko right on his heels.
That's good touch here from AJ. AJ playing so well here in game 7. The mechanics on point, and Gyro gonna push this up, but Taroko reads that well. And great challenge. Is that on target? It almost was, but the save put on by FaZe Clan.
That was a remarkable save. I mean, you could kiss the game goodbye. Illusion speed flipping to it, hitting it high above the crossbar. Illusion, there was a very slim margin of error on that play. Beautiful execution, and now FaZe Clan, they're still only trailing by 1. Hope's still in it. A demo from Illusion. Backward bounce. Illusion turns. He shoots. It's no good. It was wide. That was the chance for FaZe Clan to tie it back up.
Oh, but Illusion still causing chaos, and Gyro can't quite hit the target, but you called it, James. Illusion needed to ring that one home, no matter how hard that angle is to hit. And First Killer can't do much. Turnturo has to slow things down, and you see the willingness to stay in the box a little less from FaZe Clan as Gyro was all the way back at midfield there.
And you see AJ had to retreat all the way back to his corner for boost. We'll see what he does with it now. First touch, third toucher now, seemed like. AJ trying to take that up high. Gyro stopping it at midfield and a booming clear. Turnturo and a miss from AJ. This is going to be tough. AJ sprints to it, gets demoed, and now Illusion misses that touch as well. A few missed touches from FaZe Clan. It's really costing them late.
Starting to come apart at the seams, James. FaZe Clan doing so well through 7.5, but the last half of gameplay, not sure what's going on right now. Gyro slowing it down. Ball still on his hood, but good challenge there from First Killer. Illusion keeping things alive. Turnturo has to get up, and he does. Great D from Rogue here in the final minute of gameplay.
Yeah, and a nice demo from First Killer, slowing down the attack. But you can see Gyro harassing that defender in net. First Killer still on empty, finally gets that corner boost and will pass it back. Turnturo. And now Gyro upfield double tap. Still gonna stay with it. Gonna have to get a good 50 here. But you see a nice fake, and Turnturo will come in to help out the defense and air dribble it out. More time melting off the clock. FaZe Clan running out of time. It's been a heroic battle from them. Can they step up in these final moments, or will Rogue come through?
Wow. Oh, wow.
The shot, far post, Taroko!
Oh,
he drops the hammer with 9 seconds left.
The challenge by First Killer is insane, but the shot placement even better. Keeps it low and slow and simmers that ball into the net. Rogue gonna move on.
And that's devastating for FaZe Clan fans. As the final seconds come and go, Rogue having to call a timeout. FaZe was on fire, but that fire was put out by Rogue.
Oh, man. Started off slow, James, but after that first game, just did not look back. But FaZe put up such a fight, and you know, I think I can speak for you and say we are so excited to see FaZe Clan from this point forward. They are just monsters on the field.
I mean, I had predicted that. See, I thought I was being generous with a 4-2. I was thinking Rogue was going to come in here and dominate, but FaZe really did step up, Subi. That was such an entertaining series pretty much the whole way through, but you think back to those key moments. Illusion in that final game had some ups and downs. That save, that was such an important save to keep the game at 1 goal. A 1-goal lead for Rogue. And then on the other end, though, you saw him have a very slim window. It was one of those shots from the corner where you don't have much leeway on either end. You shoot it too far left, it's going to bounce out and probably get knocked away. And you saw what happened. He barely put it wide, and it ended up bouncing out. That really was the chance. If you boil it down, you think back to that moment, thinking that if Illusion was able to hit that shot, it might be a different story for FaZe Clan.
Well, that's what makes not only Rocket League, but Championship Sunday, Game 7 of Rocket League more fun, because the slimmest of margins can be victory, or the slimmest of margins can be defeat. And right there, Rogue narrowly edging out FaZe Clan.
Yeah, what a series that was. We're going to have to take a breather. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we will have version 1 going up against G2. You're not going to want to miss it.